right? People are gonna start to understand the Tshare. You guys are so early, you didn't even know it. And so, like, let's look at the data points. Shout out to lookintohex.com for this data. Shout out to Wave3 for providing the lookintohex.com URL to Gerardo for that website back in the day. Little OG Hex knowledge for you guys. This is Bitcoin data point 1 in blue. Blue one is Bitcoin, pink one is Hex. Data point 1, the first top, data point 1 for Hex, we overperformed Bitcoin's price performance, right? So data point 2 is the inevitable outcome of, if you get this next rally up, how high it can go and how violent it could be. Whether you do it now or whether you wait till the end of the year or early next year, that time frame doesn't really matter to me because this is just gonna be a slow accumulation. When the moves happen, the leg ups are gonna happen quick. You look at Ethereum in the early days, the leg ups happen quick. They don't give you time because that's just a function of price pumping. So my theory here is that you're gonna get, if you look at the bottom in blue here, where my cursor is on Bitcoin, you did a double bottom and then you rip straight up. Well, Hex kind of just did the same thing. You came down here, you made a bottom. The double bottom's so small, it's within a few candles of each other. So you can't see it on this particular chart, but then it goes straight up in the same way. So if Hex performs similarly and it meets data point 2 and consolidates sideways, and a whole new class of investors comes in to accumulate Pulse Hex and ETH Hex at new prices, at a new price floor over the all-time high or around that area, the numbers are inconsequential, that you might get this third leg up in the actual, larger crypto bull run, and meet and exceed that target in the same way that Hex overperformed in the last cycle. Not that it's a guarantee, but that it's a possibility. And so when you put that fractal of Bitcoin's second cycle on Hex itself, it's suggesting here that you could bull flag for the next like 30 to 45 days between 4 cents and 7 cents. And then you get the rip up to 20 cents. And then you consolidate between 12 and 20 for another 60 days before, mid-year, end of year, you're just making the move and you're going to go take out $1 to $3. And that's going to set up a long accumulation zone before potentially hitting ludicrous speculative targets in the next bull run. If it overperforms in the same way, the price targets get absolutely ridiculous for like OGs. They wouldn't even believe them. And as a matter of fact, the guys that don't believe them are the ones that are going to be selling between $1 and $3 on this accumulation range because they don't understand adoption, Metcalfe's law, functions of stakers, burn coins, user coins versus user supply versus OA supply. You're not looking at the chain. There's a lot of stuff that's transparent, but if you're not willing to put in the work, you're not going to know this data.